Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Chakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone Arbor Well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out here pushing truth and sincerity throughout of which I do. We love you. We appreciate you through the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, shalom to y'all. It's your brother Dawud Dodd from the Great Millstone in Atlanta. Lord willing to give you an edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Who the world ignorantly calls God, his name is Yahweh, meaning he is, or he exists, or he to be. Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai, meaning he is the Savior, or he is the Deliverer, and where he saves, he delivers. If you're watching this now, you're a so-called Black, Native American, or Latino man or woman, then you are a Hebrew Israelite according to the Holy Bible. You would not find Black, Native American, or Latino in the Bible, so you need to know who you are according to the Bible. All right. Now, it's important because certain people in the Bible was given the promise of the glory, covenant, kingdom, and salvation. Now, if you don't look like a so-called Black, Native American, or Latino, but you feel like this is the truth and it resonates with your spirit, but then there's a good possibility that you could be a Hebrew Israelite as well. It does not matter what you look like. It does not matter what color your skin is. It only matters that your bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. Jacob had his name later changed to Israel. Israel in the Hebrew is Yasharallah, meaning he is the prince of the power. All right. All right. So we are reading the history. We read 2 Kings chapter 12 and 13. Now we're on chapter 14. Slack you. Beginning to pick off where we left off at. Pick up where we left off at. Yeah, man. Some good history. All right, so I'm not going to speak too much. I'm just going to read it. We're going to read it verbatim. And what needs to be broken down, we're going to break it down. But most of these accounts is just for history, and it's verbatim. All right, for the most part. 2 Kings chapter 14 and verse 1. Subtitle reads, Amaziah reigns over Judah. All right. It says, in the second year of Joash, son of Jehoahaz. Remember that name was a little tricky. Jehoahaz, king of Israel, reigned Amaziah, the son of Joash, king of Judah. He was 25 years old when he began to reign, and reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Jehoadan of Jerusalem. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, yet not like David his father, he did according to all things as Joash his father did. Albeit the high places were not taken away, as yet the people did sacrifice and burnt incense on the high places. And it came to pass, as soon as the kingdom was confirmed in his hand, that he slew his servants, which had slain the king his father. But the children of the murderers he slew not, according to that which is written in the book of the law of Moses, wherein the Lord commanded, saying, the father shall not be put to death for the children, nor the children be put to death for the fathers. But every man shall be put to death for his own sin. He slew of Edom in the valley of Salt 10,000, and took Selah by war, and called the name of it Joktheel unto this day. Then Amaziah sent messengers to Jehoash, the son of Jehoahaz, son of Jehu, king of Israel, saying, come, let us look one another in the face. And Jehoash, the king of Israel, sent to Amaziah, king of Judah, saying, the thistle that was in Lebanon sent to the cedar that was in Lebanon, saying, give thy daughter to my son to wife. And there passed by a wild beast that was in Lebanon, and trode down the thistle. Thou hast indeed smitten Edom, and thine heart hath lifted thee up. Glory of this, and tarry at home. For why shouldest thou meddle to thy hurt, that thou shouldest fall, even thou and Judah with thee? But Amaziah would not hear. Therefore Jehoash, king of Israel, went up, and he and Amaziah, king of Judah, looked one another in the face at Beth Shemesh, which belongeth to Judah, and Judah was put to the worst before Israel, and they fled every man to their tents. And Jehoash, king of Israel, took Amaziah, king of Judah, the son of Jehoash, the son of Ahaziah, at Beth Shemesh, and came to Jerusalem, and brake down the wall of Jerusalem from the gate of Ephraim unto the corner gate, 400 cubits. And he took all the gold and silver and all the vessels that were found in the house of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, and in the treasures of the king's house and hostages, and returned to Samaria. It says Jeroboam the second succeeds Jehoash in Israel. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoash, which he did, and his might, and how he fought with Amaziah, king of Judah, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel? And Jehoash slept with his fathers, and was buried in Samaria with the kings of Israel. And Jeroboam his son reigned in his stead. Azariah, Uzziah succeeds Amaziah in Judah. And Amaziah the son of Joash, king of Judah, lived after the death of Jehoash, son of Jehoahaz, king of Israel, 15 years. And the rest of the acts of Amaziah, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah? Now they made a conspiracy against him in Jerusalem, and he fled to Lachish. But they sent after him to Lachish, and slew him there. And they brought him on horses, and he was buried at Jerusalem with his fathers in the city of David. And all the people of Judah took Azariah, which was 16 years old, and made him king instead of his father Amaziah. It says, he built Elath and restored it to Judah. After that, the king slept with his fathers. In the 15th year of Amaziah, the son of Joash, king of Judah, Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel, began to reign in Samaria, and reigned 41 years. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord. He departed not from all the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin. He restored the coast of Israel from the entering of Hamath unto the sea of the plain, according to the word of the Lord Yahweh Shai, God of Israel, which he spake by the hand of his servant Jonah, the son of Amittai, the prophet, which was Gathhepher. For the Lord saw the affliction of Israel, that it was very bitter, for there was not any shut up, nor any left, nor any helper for Israel. And the Lord said not that he would blot out the name of Israel from under heaven, but he saved them by the hand of Jeroboam the son of Joash. It says Zechariah reigns over Israel. Now the rest of the acts of Jeroboam, and all that he did in his might, how he warred, and how he recovered Damascus and Hamath, which belonged to Judah, for Israel, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel? And Jeroboam slept with his fathers, even with the kings of Israel, and Zechariah his son reigned in his stead. Let me see. It's not too crazy, but I'm trying to get through this real quick. Remember, we're just reading the accounts in the history. It's a series of kings: Azariah, Uzziah, over Judah. It says, in the 27th year of Jeroboam, king of Israel, began Azariah, son of Amaziah, king of Judah, to reign. 16 years old was he when he began to reign, and he reigned 52 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Jechaliah of Jerusalem, Yerushalayim. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, according to all that his father Amaziah had done, save that the high places were not removed. The people sacrificed and burnt incense still in the high places. And the Lord smote the king, so that he was a leper unto the day of his death, and dwelt in a several house. And Jotham, the king's son, was over the house, judging the people of the land. And the rest of the acts of Azariah, and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah? So Azariah slept with his fathers, and they buried him with his fathers in the city of David. And Jotham, his son, reigned in his stead, says Zechariah over Israel. In the 38th year of Azariah, king of Judah, did Zechariah the son of Jeroboam, reigned over Israel in Samaria 6 months. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, as his fathers had done. He departed not from the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin. And Shallum, the son of Jabesh, conspired against him and smote him before the people and slew him and reigned in his stead. So king after king, this is what we're reading. King after king after king after king after king after king is going slap off and keeps making Israel to sin. All right. It says, and the rest of the acts of Zechariah, behold, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. All right. I think what was it? The king that was 7 years old when he began to reign. Joash, I believe that was his name. We just read about him. I just got terrible memory, but we just read about him literally like yesterday or 2 days ago. You see, like, I know he was like righteous in some form or whatever, but eventually all these kings that are written about in these books here, they pretty much all went off. For the most part, it says, this was the word of the Lord which he spake unto Jehu, saying, thy sons shall sit on the throne of Israel unto the fourth generation. And so it came to pass. Yeah, because, and we know the third and fourth generation, the Lord visits, right? You know, judgment is reserved to certain generations. You know, you pay for the things that you've done in your past life. It says, Shallum, the son of Jabesh, began to reign in the 9th and 13th year of Uzziah, king of Judah, and he reigned a full month in Samaria. For Menahem, the son of Gadi, or Gadai, went up from Tirzah and came to Samaria and smote Shallum, the son of Jabesh, in Samaria, and slew him and reigned in his stead. And the rest of the acts of Shallum and his conspiracy which he made, behold, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. Then Menahem smote Tibsha, and all that were therein, and the coast thereof from Tirzah, because they opened not to him. Therefore he smote it, and all the women therein that were with child he ripped up. Damn. Subtitle reads, Menahem over Israel. In the 9th and 13th year of Azariah, king of Judah, began Menahem, the son of Gadai, to reign over Israel, and reigned 10 years in Samaria. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. He departed not all his days from the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin. You see? And Pul, the king of Assyria, came against the land, and Menahem gave Pul 1,000 talents of silver, that his hand might be with him to confirm the kingdom in his hand. And Menahem exacted the money of Israel, even all the mighty men of wealth, of each man 50 shekels of silver, to give to the king of Assyria. So the king of Assyria turned back and stayed not there in the land. And the rest of the acts of Menahem and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? And Menahem slept with his fathers, and Pekahiah his son reigned in his stead. Pekahiah over Israel. In the 15th year of Azariah, king of Judah, Pekahiah the son of Menahem began to reign over Israel and Samaria, and reigned 2 years. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He departed not from the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin. I know the Lord, man. Just look, man. You know, like, come on, man. So we deserve. What do we deserve, right? After all this sinning and going off and following after, you know, false idols. It says, but Pekah, the son of Ramaliah, a captain of his, conspired against him and smote him in Samaria, in the place of the king's house, with Argob and Arbrea, and with him 50 men of the Gileadites, and he killed him and reigned in his room. And the rest of the acts of Pekahiah and all that he did, behold, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. It says Pekah over Israel. And all these assassinations and stuff, you can see where a lot of these movies, like Game of Thrones and stuff, where they get the inspiration from. It says in the 2 and 15th or 50th. I wonder if the other one said 30th. Salakia. I know I was gonna slap off. Let me bring that back. maybe yeah, right here, 30th. All right. So Salakia, right here, it says 30th year. All right. So everywhere you hear me say 13th year, just we saying 30th. So we're at 29. It says in the days of Pekah. Let me see. No, verse 27. It says in the 50th year of Azariah, king of Judah, Pekah, the son of Remaliah, began to reign over Israel and Samaria, and reigned 20 years. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord. He departed not from the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin. In the days of Pekah, king of Israel, came Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, and took Ijon and Abelabeth Ma'achah and Genoa. These are some tough names, man. And Kadesh and Hazor and Gilead and Galilee, all the land of Naphtali, and carried them captive to Assyria. And Hoshea, the son of Elah, made a conspiracy against Pekah, the son of Remaliah, and smote him and slew him and reigned in his stead in the 20th year of Jotham, the son of Uzziah. And the rest of the acts of Pekah and all that he did, behold, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel. Jotham over Judah. In the 2nd year of Pekah, the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, began Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, to reign. 25 years old was he when he began to reign, and he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Jerusha, and the daughter of Zadok. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord. He did according to all that his father Uzziah had done, howbeit the high places were not removed. The people sacrificed and burnt incense still in the high places. He built the higher gate of the house of the Lord, Yahweh Shai. Now the rest of the acts of Jotham and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah? In those days the Lord began to send against Judah Rezin, the king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah, and Jonathan and Jotham slept with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of David, his fathers. And Ahaz, his son, reigned in his stead. I think it's only mention so far of a king that did right in the sight of the Lord in 2 Kings. That's why I said most of the kings, and we still don't know everything, but we're going through it, right, and we're reading verbatim, and that's why I said also do your research as well. Make sure you watch the apostles and the elders videos going into Kings, man. They've gone into every jot and tittle of each book. So, look that up. Go to GMS Apostles and look up the Book of Kings and 2 Kings, so you can get that history. All right. So, Lord willing, is edified. I want to end it off by giving praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem B'Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great Milson, I will. Peace and blessings to the whole for elect. Inshallah.